Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play action. It's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Wilson flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it It's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss wide side. It's Murray. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Well, you hate that defensively. They had it pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Samson Abukum able to get him for a loss of about 3. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 1st down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take 40. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray running right. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or...
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former 1st rounder, Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Washington. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Well, the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game. First down, Murray.
Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.